How are you all? My name is Gary Case. I'm the owner of Signature Kitchens, Additions, and Baths, and I'm here meeting one of our designers, Joe Gelatish, who just recently did this kitchen, designed this kitchen rather, and then Signature built it out. Joe, how did you meet your customers?
I came into the showroom. Came in on a Saturday afternoon. It was a nice day. They came in, said hello, we started talking about their project, and looked at some materials and talked about the preliminary concepts, and talked about their needs and wants for their kitchens, and took it from there. Came out, saw the space. They described they had a large space, but that it didn't work well, that it was chopped up, that there were walls and so forth, and it wasn't connected to the adjacent living space that they like to use, and they hoped to have it more open, more contemporary, cleaner, better functioning. And so that's what we did. Came out, looked at it, talked about how to make all that happen, picked out materials, talked about the kinds of materials they'd be interested in, the types of appliances that would work for them, put together a design. They liked it, and we made a kitchen.
It's that easy, huh?
Well, it wasn't too difficult. Some projects are easier than others. They had a good idea of the concept of the goals that they wanted, and I came up with a couple of concepts. And since the space is wide, they thought about putting an island in here, and they actually had a table in the middle sort of working as an island, but it actually sort of chopped the space up and didn't really work as well as having a peninsula. So I explained how a peninsula could work better in this space and drew it up for them, and they realized that that was a good solution to their design issue. And it does work very well. It gives you a nice working triangle, space for people to sit at and participate with whoever's cooking. Plenty of counter space for prep and for appliances and so forth.
I think originally it was a wall right here, wasn't there?
There was a wall here with an opening and a small wing wall over there, and the wall around this space was closed off so you couldn't see into the family room space. So we took that down to make some connection with the space there. They have small children, sit there and play and watch TV and so forth, so it's nice to have the connection. The design process doesn't necessarily take too long. It's, you know, I usually can come up with a couple of good solutions to make the space work. I always explain to the customers making the materials selection is up to them. Some people are better at making selections. I certainly help them in that, and push them in that direction, make suggestions on countertops to go with the cabinets, to go with the floors and so forth. Sometimes people have a very definitive idea about directions they want to go to, colors they like or don't like, materials that they like, textures, finishes. It's good to know both what you like and what you don't like. And sometimes you grab onto one aspect that really gets you excited, and you make the other items go along with that and coordinate. And you can put the whole thing together a lot quicker than a lot of people anticipate.
So you're really listening to their ideas and sort of guiding them, because obviously from what you just said, you have the experience to kind of know what fits together, what the right textures are, and yet at the same time, you have no axe to grind. It doesn't have to be Joe's way.
Right.
It's the customer's way, but Joe's really there to help them figure it out.
I always tell them I can decide what I want in their kitchen very quickly, but helping them decide, takes a little bit longer, and some longer than others. But generally, it's not too difficult to pull together a nice palette to coordinate your cabinets, your countertops, your flooring, get a good idea which one going there.
Now, what cabinet lines? Tell us a little bit about the material that went into this kitchen.
These are medallion cabinets. The door style is called Sonoma. It's a recessed panel with a wide rail. The wood is a cherry with an espresso finish, a very dark finish.
And what type of countertop do we have here?
This is granite. This is Gialla Napoleon. It's a nice granite. It's fairly consistent in its color, but it does give some variety because it is a natural stone.
Now, tell us a little bit about the appliances.
We use GE appliances. This is an electric house, so we used an electric range here, and a chimney-style hood, stainless steel. I think it's attractive. It helps break up the lines here. There was a little concern with the dark cabinetry of being overwhelming, and since we have a very large window, that doesn't overwhelm with the sink area, and I thought at the range the same sort of idea. If we do the chimney-style hood, it helps to break up the wall here, look a little bit lighter. Though the tile it's very attractive glass, but it's fairly simple. But it gave the opportunity to have a little bit more of it go up. You could feature it, gives a nice look to the room, gives it a nice modern contemporary feel, and I think a very, very attractive look.
Sounds like you know a little bit more than just how to put some cabinets together, Joe.
Well, there's a lot of elements to the kitchen, and to put it together right, you need to know all the different elements, otherwise something doesn't get done quite right.
Sounds great. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.